Alright everyone, so I just got in the house. I was grilling out the brats outside. It's raining outside, so I just did it in the garage. So yeah. We just got a 5-pack of the brats, so Glenn will have a double brat, meaning both brats on one roll. I'll probably have one brat on each roll, so I'll use one roll but put one brat on this one and fold it up and put the other one on this one and fold it up. So I'm going to toast our rolls in the oven. Usually if we're grilling out, I do it on the grill, but I didn't think of it when I was out there, so I'm just going to throw them in the oven. I've got some baked beans on the stovetop. And then with on top of the brat, Glenn's going to have horseradish mustard and onions and ketchup. And normally I just take my brats plain. That's just the way I like them. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the oven to preheat or warm up, Glenn would like me to slice his brats in half, like the long way. Kind of like a Polish sausage or something. Because when I put both brats on the roll like this, they tend to roll out the end. They roll out the backside. So, whew, hot, 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 hot. Kind of like that, so I'll put both brats on like that. There. Alright, so that's there for him. There's the other brats there. I love brats. When I first got to Wisconsin in 2003, I'd never heard of brats, and I really wasn't a fan of them at first, but now I love them. And so yeah, I love brats. Alright. Okay, still waiting for the oven. Alright everyone, so I've got the toasted rolls. I am so hungry. My stomach is growling. All I ate today were those grilled cheese sandwiches. Alright, so he wants them like this. I think they're still going to roll off. Alright, well what I'm going to do is tear that off. Scoot this one over. Oh my gosh. Like that, I guess. Okay, he's going to have ketchup. I have my sweater on because it's raining outside. Come on. And horseradish mustard. And some onions. I try to cut them as thin as possible because he doesn't like, when they're raw, he doesn't like them like super thick or anything. Oh, there's a timer. He might take the onions off, so I might be putting too much, but oh yeah, that's still going to be a mess for him. All right, let me get some baked beans. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that the inspector canceled for today. He called and he got caught up with other projects. So he's coming tomorrow at noon. Alrighty, there's our supper for day 4 of the 30-day challenge, Cook at Home. And we've got some brats and baked beans. So stay tuned for day 5. Alright everyone, so I am going to be using the other half of this cake mix. So as you saw in the days 1 through 3, I used half of it for a cake, an 8x8 cake. And now I'm going to use the other half for fudge crinkle cookies. Now, the full recipe for the fudge crinkle cookies calls for a whole box of cake mix. So since I'm using half, I'll cut all the ingredients in half as well. So now someone had asked, since a cake mix normally calls for 3 eggs, and if I cut it in half, how many do I use? I usually go ahead and use 2 eggs. Like when I made the cake, that was the oven. I used 2 eggs. However, it does make the cake a little more fluffy, and it raises a lot more in the middle. So you can use 1 or 2, it's up to you. I normally use 2. So the fudge crinkle cookie recipe with the full box of cake mix calls for 2 eggs. Since I'm cutting it in half, I only need 1 egg. Alright, so all this recipe calls for is cake mix, oil, egg, and powdered sugar. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open up this cake mix. I taped it all closed just because the bag is open, and I taped that closed as well. I taped the box closed. So you can see I have it all rolled down and taped closed. So let me just untape that. So here I have half a bag of cake mix. And this is perfect for 2 people. I mean, if it's only you or you and someone else, this kind of thing is perfect. So now also, yes, you can go ahead and make the whole bag of cake mix when making a regular size cake. And then some people do freeze like half of the cake. I don't like to freeze it just because I'm kind of picky on the texture of certain things when they're thawed out. So I don't necessarily like the texture when it thaws out. So that's why I only make half. But it's up to you. If you're okay with how it thaws out, then that's up to you. Alright, so the powdered sugar, no measurement, just some. You're not going to need until you're done making the cake mix or the cookie dough mix. So these are cookies, fudge crinkle cookies. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using canola. You can use vegetable or whatever. The full recipe calls for half a cup, but I'm only using half a recipe. And then I'm going to use 1 egg versus 2. And now I'm just actually going to mix it up now. That's all I need for the actual cookie dough. So the cookie dough is going to be wet and sticky. And this is perfect, the amount of perfect amount of cookies for us as well, because as you know, when you make homemade cookies, after a day or so, they start to taste. The texture starts to get a little old, and so I don't like to make that many cookies. So this is perfect. All right. I've already got parchment paper on my cookie sheet. So normally when I used to make cookies, or when I did make cookies, I always took just like a tablespoon measuring spoon and scooped it up, and that's the amount of cookie dough I used for all my cookies. But then these scoops were sent to me in friend mail, and they're a bit, maybe they're just a bit bigger than the tablespoon. I think it says tablespoon, but I think it might be just a bit bigger, but the tablespoon fits in there pretty good. So this works wonderful. I love this thing. It also came with a bigger scoop, but I used this one mainly for the cookie dough. Alright, so now when you scoop up your cookie dough, you could put powdered sugar in your hand to keep this from sticking. I don't think it's so sticky that it'll, yeah, it's not horrible. It'll leave like an oily look on your hand, but this is where you want the powdered sugar, and you can just roll that in there. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do, and I'll be back as soon as I get all the cookie dough on there. Okay, so the first two cookies, I did the entire thing of the scoop, but then I just kind of put less in there. So, yeah, these are kind of going to take longer than the others, but normally I start off my cookies at 8 minutes, and with this new oven that I have, I'm not sure, it might be a little hotter than my old oven, so I might have to check it at about 7 minutes or so. So save your, I do still have some to use here. I've got 9 cookies here, and save the powdered sugar because I'm going to use it after these come out of the oven. Alright everyone, so I just took these out. They look pretty good. So as you can see, they're cracking all over, and that's why they're called fudge crinkle. So they're just cracking all over. So what I do at this point, because you could see you could either just leave them like this, but what I do is just dust some more powdered sugar on top. And the total we came out with, the amount of cookies, was a baker's dozen, 13 cookies. Alright, and that's it. Now just let them cool off. And as they cool, they'll flatten out. And that's fudge crinkle cookies from a cake mix. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is, what day is it? Wednesday. It's Wednesday, just afternoon. It's early afternoon, and the guy from the organization came and did his final inspection. All the work is done on the house, and he came to do his final inspection. My hair is itching me, so so yeah, he came and did that. He did a lead test. Apparently it's a state requirement in any room they work on, whether it be windows, walls, carpet, they have to do a lead test. So he did that, and yeah, So the home repairs have come to a full circle, and it is done. Nobody else expected to come to the house, and he's going to send me all the warranty paperwork for all the work. And another thing, if you do become part of a weatherization assistance program, a furnace and water heater, as long as you're in the program, at least for our county, I'm going to speak for us. So I did ask them, because our water heater is getting pretty old. Our furnace was put in when we bought the house, 2011. But I did ask them, sometime during whenever, if our furnace goes out, our water heater goes out, he said, just call that emergency number and they will come over here and either repair or replace it. So as long as we're in the weatherization assistance program, those things will be taken care of for us. So I've said it before, we are beyond blessed with all this stuff done to the house, and just knowing, which is a peace of mind, knowing the furnace or water heater would be fixed if it goes out, especially in the middle of winter. So yeah, everything is done now, and now we just, I guess, sit and enjoy the repairs. You know me, I've been enjoying the cozy living room with the nice blue carpet and the nice window, and so yeah.
We still have to get some curtains.
Yeah, we do want to upgrade our curtains.
Upgrade. You're 30 years old.
Yeah, those are like 30-year-old curtains. They were here when we moved in. So, yeah, I got my winter hat on. So does Glenn. And it's the real feel is in the 40s right now. The last couple days it was a little warmer, but now it's back to fall-time temperatures. So, yeah, we still want to do some curtains. In the living room.
Hopefully paint a wall.
Yeah, we would like to paint that big wall that doesn't have a window, at least paint one wall. We haven't really decided on it. It'll probably be like a baby blue to match the carpet. So yeah.
And at least 2 chairs.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually, because we have that recliner and the other big chair, we'd eventually... Won't happen anytime soon, but they're working right now. So, as I said, I at least want to get some chair covers for them so they look a little more presentable. And, but yeah, everything's good, and we're done with the repairs, and nobody else is coming to the house. So,
plus, hopefully, next year we can start with the bathroom if I'm still alive.
Yeah. So I don't know if you probably heard, Glenn, but next year we'll inquire with the city for bathroom upgrades. So we'll see about that, and yeah.
It's just not upgrades, it would be just for handicap.
Yeah.
We have no handicap.
No, we're talking like grab bars for disabled.
Different shower?
Yeah, different shower. So yeah, we'll cross that path when it comes time. And yeah, what else? So I'm going to I'm going to show you what we're doing with his well, we already done it. We weatherized or winterized his RC airplanes. It's the video I lost. I deleted somehow. I already talked about it, but I deleted it. So but before that, for all you veterans out there, this coming Monday is Veterans Day. So no matter where you live, look up where you can get Veterans Day discounts and stuff for free. So in our area, every year, as I said, Texas Roadhouse gives a meal voucher. But upon looking further into it, Festival Foods, which is a grocery store here, on Veterans Day, gives, after spending $20, it will give you, every veteran, 12 free items from the grocery store. I don't know what the items to choose from are, but a veteran will get 12 free items. So I'm going to go to Festival as well, and so that's already 2 places. And then Little Caesars Pizza, check in your area. For lunchtime, they give 4 slices of their Detroit style pizza and a 20-ounce soft drink for free. So that's another free place. Wendy's gives a free breakfast meal, and McDonald's does as well to veterans. So this Veterans Day Monday, I would check your areas to see what you can get. Did I mention anywhere else? I think those are it. Yeah. So there are other places like Applebee's and Olive Garden and a lot of the restaurants, but you actually have to sit inside and eat, and we don't. So, like, I could get a free meal at those places, but we have to sit inside and eat. And without Glenn, I'm not going to go in and eat. So,
because I don't go in anywhere.
Yeah, we don't actually go in and eat anywhere. It's just too hard for him to get in. And so, but if you're able to go in and eat at some of those places, look in your area, type it in on Google, what discounts you can get at restaurants on Veterans Day if you're a veteran. So I just wanted to put that information out there for you.
Like when you have told them we go eat, we eat in the vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, if we go get takeout or something, we eat in the truck. If we bring it home, we just eat in the trailer or wherever, in the garage. We never actually go sit inside a restaurant anymore. It's been years since we have. Since we probably had our date nights at Charco Inn when he could still walk, we had our date nights on Thursdays. So yeah. But it's still early afternoon, and since that's all done, I'm shaking, so forgive the camera if it's shaking. I don't know why I'm shaking, but I'm going to work.
Glad that everything's done?
Yeah, it's probably just like relief that everything's done, and now we can just move on with the seasons. And but we appreciate it. We're so grateful, and we're blessed. So, but I'm going to take the rest of the day and actually work on stickers and other things for the Etsy shop, so I can get more posted. So, but I'll tell you about this stuff. Show you how we winterize his airplanes. So, all right. So I'm going to turn you around. All right, Gypsy, say hi to everybody, baby. She just turns her head. All right. There's Glenn.
Hi, folks. How's it going?
All right. So Glenn has all his airplanes, and they're all winterized. I helped him do it the other day. Yes, we winterize airplanes. And let me show you and tell you why we winterize. So in every airplane where there's a hole in the airplane, like right here, the intakes or vents or whatever, any small hole that a mouse can fit in, we cover with, this is actually the stuff from the carpet. They gave us all the extra stuff, so we use that. But any foam that we might have, you could see on this jet, the black foam in the intake there's holes underneath the airplane that we covered up. And that is because, was it the first winter you started?
Yeah.
The first winter he started flying, well, the season was over. But during that winter, a mouse made his way into, was it 1 or 2 airplanes?
Two.
2 airplanes, and chewed up the wires. And Glenn didn't know it until he took the airplanes out to fly them, and they wouldn't work. So ever since then, we put foam inside any little hole a mouse can get in. So that's what we mean when we winterize airplanes. You could see right here, we just fill them all with plugs. I think we just call them butt plugs. So.
Well, tell them about the day my airplane don't fly well. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you forgot to take it out. Yeah, there was one day he went flying. I think it was the H King or the orange one. Was it one of those?
I don't remember which one it was, honestly.
Okay, it was one of these airplanes back here, and he was flying it. It flew.
It's just
he said it doesn't feel right. It does. And when when did I notice it still had the butt
You
plug?
didn't know it was holding up? I don't know.
Yeah, I said, babe, you forgot to take out the butt plug. And he's like, oh shit.
Does that let air go through it?
Yeah, that lets all
It cools down the battery,
yeah.
cools down the speed control.
Yeah, so you heard all the air flows through those holes. So he had that plugged up, so it was like air being stuck in there and
Not going through.
yeah, it caused it not to fly right. So that was funny. Well, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. It was funny. Even he had to laugh about it. So, but yeah, they're all done now. He's done for the season. He actually is going to have to send in, I think I talked about that, but his radio, he has one radio that controls all of these airplanes, and over the winter he's going to have to send it back into the company because it called for an upgrade, and when he plugged in the upgrade, it did something to the radio, and the radio hasn't worked right since. So it's not controlling airplanes like it should. So his season ended
A month ago, maybe?
Yeah, a month ago that he stopped flying now. So over the winter he's going to have to send in that radio if he wants to fly in springtime. So
So it was a very short season.
but you went out quite a bit this season?
Yeah, but when I fell, that was 2 months down the...
Yeah, I got you on camera.
When I fell, I was 2 months down the...
Yeah,
drain.
when he fell, that was the beginning of spring, or
May.
it was May,
End of May.
and we were fishing, and he was down for like 2 months. So we didn't go fishing, he didn't go flying.
So June and July.
Yeah, so June and July were done for, and it wasn't until August sometime that he started going
I
flying.
probably flew at the most 6 times.
Yeah. But it seems like you went more this year than in the
No, I
past
mean
years.
this year, maybe
yeah,
5 or 6
yeah,
times.
yeah. So, but
But it's better not going at all, so...
yeah. So yeah. So now summer has come and gone. Another summer. Halloween has come and gone for another year, and so now we're back to fall temperatures.
What's everybody else's hobbies? Let us know.
Yeah, Glenn wants to know what are all your guys' hobbies. Drop it down
What
in
are
the
their husbands'
comments.
hobbies?
Yeah, or your spouses or boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. Drop them down in the comments if you, hobbies that you guys like to do with your families or whatever. So yeah, let us know what you guys know. Pretty much everything about us, what we like to do. Drop it down in the comments what you guys like to do. So. Oh yeah, update on the wedding. We go to get our marriage license on Wednesday, a week from today. So yeah, everything's coming down to the date. Glenn's over there shivering. It's kind of weird though, I don't know. We've been together for
years.
Yeah, almost 22 years, and now we're getting married, and it just kind of feels weird. But we're doing it for, I guess, the paperwork of it, and
Some people think it should be a big deal, but it's going to be exactly the same thing. What we
yeah,
normally do. It's-
nothing's going to change with us. We're just going to have that paper to say we're married. So. But it is going to help us in the end for Glenn to get on my veterans health, and he can go see a doctor and hopefully take care of his scooter and maybe either repair or replace the one he has. So yeah, it is going to have some benefits, but other than that, it's not going to change how we live. So.
And you will take my name?
Yep, I will take.
Not like some other people?
No, we are very traditional, so I will take his name. Yeah. So, yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, guys.
And me coming on your video will not change?
You coming on my video?
Not in?
Yeah. Yeah. Glenn's not one to be in front of the camera much. He does it because I put it on him.
I'm a smart chick behind the camera.
Yeah, if you guys ever really got to know Glenn, you would know he is a very smart ass, and Yeah, he
In
does.
both ways, intelligent and cocky.
Yeah, he can be very cocky, but yeah. But one thing about Glenn, you will always know where you stand with him. He will not feed you bullshit to make you happy. He will tell it like it is, and that's one
If
thing.
you like me, fine. If you don't like me, that's fine.
Yeah,
You lose, I don't.
yeah. You will always know where you stand with Glenn. That's for sure. So. All right, folks, so I think that's it. As I said, I haven't eaten lunch. Glenn ate, so what we had for lunch on this 5th day of the 30-day challenge of Cook at Home is we had those brats for supper last night. There was one brat left, and I made that for Glenn, and he had the rest of the baked beans. So that's what he had for lunch. I'm going to find something for myself. I just wanted to wait till this guy left, and then I can eat comfortable without rushing. So yeah. But I
Pretty
think,
decent guy. He seemed on earth.
yeah, he was pretty. You guys seem to have quite a bit in common.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm an old car guy,
Yeah, and he was a car,
and he was a car person.
and he had dogs too, and
Yeah.
he was, he knew how to approach Gypsy, and so yeah. But I'll show you what the day looks like. It's pretty much fall, cloudy, my kind of day, but I'm going to show you what the day looks like. All right, guys, so you can see is a lot of clouds in the air, on the sky. I just put some sunflower seeds out in the feeder. I am going to put the bird cam out more often now. And so, yeah. And soon we'll be decorating for Christmas pretty soon. We still got our pumpkins because it is fall. And the new roof. And, oh, the gutter guards are up there. New gutters, new fascia, all around the house. And I already showed you these. And the new window. So in the window, you can see we have a light on in there. But other than that, you really can't see. It is a little bit more elevated to the ground because our lawn goes at an angle downhill. So if you're at the furthest point by the street, you're not going to hardly see anything. So I'm at the point by the street. You could tell there's a light on, but you can't see anything in there. But at nighttime, when it gets dark, you can see in there. So, but that's okay. Since we got the new window, I've actually had the curtains open pretty much every day to let the natural light into the house instead of having. Oh, I only have that light on because the guy was in there and we were signing paperwork. But I've been letting natural light in, so it's been pretty nice. Pretty nice. And we used to have that huge antenna, old antenna up there. They took it down, took it away for us, and it looks so much nicer. Everything makes a difference on the house, how it looks. Now this little window is in our mudroom. The guy that came and did the fascia and stuff, probably next year, spring or summer, we're gonna have him come back. He said he'd charge about $150. But we got to be pretty friendly with them, and we got his number and everything. He's going to close off, we want that window closed off, and then he's going to side over it. So the window doesn't work at all. Can't open it, can't close it. And it just kind of looks stupid, that little window here. The windows on this house are really weird, but yeah, loving the window. They did, the contractor, we had him come out and look at this because he subcontracted out every single job, and the guys who did the window were a couple young guys, but when they put this strip back on, this right here, they warped it. I mean, it was all warped, and we had the contractor come back and he had somebody come and fix that. So, but yeah. As you can see, a cloudy day. I love these kind of days. I'm a cloudy day kind of person. And loving it. Loving this fall weather. I may have my winter hat on, but it goes with the season. So, alrighty. Alright everyone, so that's going to do it for this video. Yeah, that's all I got to update on. And it's getting windy out now and colder. Glenn's going to probably just go in the trailer now. And so what I'm going to do is just relax the rest of the day. And I've been doing a lot with the reorganizing of the kitchen. But I just kind of want to relax today and put some time into the Etsy shop, making some new stickers and getting them uploaded and getting them up for sale. So, alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video and little update on everything. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you continue to give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.